Hello and welcome back to KWC Lego. Today we will be reviewing the Y-Wing here, not the UCS one sadly, but just the normal play-sized one.
From 2017.
Yeah.
So here's the box. This says recommended for ages 8 to 14. The set ID is 75172, and it has 691 pieces. So yeah, here's just a look at the front of the box. It just shows it in action and kind of doing a little bit of its functions. Oh, and the minifigures. On the back, it shows some, or just more of the functions, and just some of the minifigures and stuff. So, yeah, that's it for the box details. Now let's get into the minifigures. Alright, so here are our 5 minifigures. We have the Stormtrooper, Admiral Raddus, this this Rebel astromech droid, and the Y-Wing pilot, and this Moroff minifigure. So my favorite would probably be Moroff, just because he kind of looks really nice and he has a pretty cool looking gun. It's just a old looking gun with just a Technic piece on top of it, or just on it in general. So yeah, I mean, this pack moves, and what's kind of cool is that it kind of has a metallic little sliding piece, or just sliding part on it to make it slide over easier, and it even has some front printing underneath that and some leg printing as well. But let me just put the top back on. And so yeah, has some nice leg printing too. Oh, there goes his gun. But yeah, so that's our Moroff minifigure. Next we have our Y-Wing pilot, and he does come with a pistol, but I don't have one at the moment for some reason. I don't know why, but anyways, here he is. You can see his helmet has some pretty nice detailing on it, like that. He has a smiling, happy face, and he has a kind of like mad and frightened face. Some pretty nice torso and front printing, some nice leg printing, and some back printing too. So yeah, his helmet just goes back on like that. Next we have our astromech droid. I think it's kind of cool how you can it's kind of like a transparent head with some printing on it, but I don't know, I just think that looks pretty nice. And yeah, he has some front printing as well, and I didn't put that on right, but yeah, so there's his front printing. I kind of like his gunmetal gray, and how it shimmers in the light, kind of. But yeah, so that's the astromech droid. Next we have Admiral Raddus. So this is entirely just one molded head, which I think looks pretty cool. Just put that back on. He has some front printing, and so like on his torso, and he has a little bit of leg printing too, which is pretty nice, and some bad back printing also. So oops, yeah. Last we have our generic Stormtrooper with the angry clone face, and just normal Stormtrooper printing, and a black gun as well. And so yeah, here is an alternate build for this set. It's just a trailer which holds some weapons in it, and you can see it can fold up like that. So you can put it on the trailer, or you can just take it off and bring it onto, or actually I think you can just, yeah, you can take off that, or you just leave it on and put it on the crane. And so yeah, it just looks like that, and this trailer just hangs in the back there. You can angle this however way you want. Oh, there goes that. But yeah, you can move the hook as well. This hook just spins around too. And so yeah, you can also take a minifigure. I'm just going to use this one for example, and just set him down in there like that. And yeah, you can see he's also a silver wrench right there, which is pretty nice. And that is a printed piece right there too, so that's pretty nice. And so yeah, so it just comes with 2 extra spring-loaded shooter bullets and some extra like bombs and missiles. And so yeah, that's it for this crane part.
Okay, so here is the Y-Wing just at a close-up, and pretty low angle. That right there is the knob that you use to turn the bombing function, which I will show off later. So yeah, it's pretty nice all the way around. And then on the top, it's got some good greebling. There's the where you put the astromech droid, and then this gun up here just spins around. So now let's go ahead and get into a closer look. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start off with the front. So first you can just move these out of the side, open this up, and then that's actually your cockpit area. So it's got some controls over there, but that's pretty much it. And then the minifig fits in pretty nicely. Maybe. There we go. Okay. He's just down in there. Let me close it up and then fly off. This is just the little rotating gun that I showed off before. The astromech droid is right here, and you know, if you want, you can kind of like turn his head to the front since he's going to be facing that way, just like that, and then put him in, and he fits in there pretty nicely too. So I'll go ahead and show off the bomb function, or actually, first I'm gonna do the spring-loaded shooters. Sorry. So there are spring-loaded shooters. They're kind of visible, but they're just right there and right there. And then you just press down on the tails to fire them off, just like most. And then it's also a good thing that they included 2 extra spring-loaded shooters so that when they get lost, you know, you can have extras. You know what, yeah, while we're taking a look at the bottom, so there are also landing gear on this. So you can see, here's one up front, and that just folds up like that. And then there are 2 more on the back side. So those just actually fold to the side, just like that. And then, you know, it's a little lower, but not too much lower. So now for, say, probably the most important function. So if you turn this knob right here, that actually drops out some bombs. There's one that dropped out, and the other dropped out. And then, here, I'm going to do that again since that didn't really catch on camera. Okay, there we go. So, they load in really easily with this slot on the top here. So, you just turn the knob and then they slide in. You know, it's easy to get 2 in here, and then you can get a 3rd, but it's pretty hard. But, you know, I guess we'll go ahead and try it. Because, you know, if you turn it too much, here we go. Then, oh, yep, see, 1 fell out. So, yeah, it's just really hard to get a 3rd in there. But, if you do somehow manage to do it, that's pretty cool. So I think that about wraps it up for the set.
Okay, so thank you so much for watching this review of the LEGO Star Wars Y-Wing Starfighter. Please like and subscribe because that really helps, and we'll produce more videos more often.
Yep.
And yeah, so so once again, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.